Bowl. Often overlooked in the pantheon of great rivalries, but this has always been fierce, and both of these teams know they survive and advance from here. A host of opportunities lie ahead. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will get the first crack at it here. LSU really put it on the Rebels the last time these two clashed and took home all the flowers in the Magnolia Bowl.
LSU was so dominant in that game. Offensively, defensively, on special teams. It almost seemed like Ole Miss didn't even show up, so Ole Miss has got to play with more sense of urgency this time around.
Yeah, and talking to the Ole Miss guys and their staff, they're pretty upset about it. This did not sit well with them. This rivalry game means something to them, and they're ready to come out here and get that taste out of their mouth and grab their flower.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Here comes the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Rebels line up to punt it away. Bring it out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Tigers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. You've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Got it in the middle. It's Owens. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Bringing the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls in.
It's third and goal and third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They'll send out the kicker here. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. He's in open space downfield. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Guys, you just say Magnolia Bowl, and it sounds elegant and pristine and reserved.
And Ole Miss and LSU, anything but. Charges of clock malfeasance, downright cheating back in the old days just to get a leg up in this rivalry game.
It feels like they've been playing this game since the Louisiana Purchase and Napoleonic Law. They've been playing it forever down south in an area of the country where sometimes it just feels like it matters more. I can't wait to see what happens to that.
And I love what Reese says. Cheating, yeah. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. And both these schools, obviously, so closely connected. Games are usually really, really good. A ton of talent on the field. Big bragging rights on the line.
The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Just a short pass to the tight end. Made a defender miss. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. They'll run it from the gun. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Pucks it out of the air. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the grab. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
No, he got loose. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And they will score. Touchdown, LSU. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun to give, looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in. They see what's going on. They diagnose it, go downhill, hit him right in the middle of the field.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Rebels will punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got him downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense will put in the play from the 47 on first and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. LSU with the first and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something up.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Going to sling it on second down. Quickly complete. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Forced out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete, trying to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Zings it complete to the right. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Do you think that coach really had any doubt? He's in his own territory, but you only have a few inches to go.
Go, go, go. I don't care what side of the field it is, 4th and inches. I'm going for it. I like my chances.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Caught over the middle. It's Owens. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Snagged in the middle. It's Barber. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And you saw that there on the incompletion.
Looking to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he's already put 1 free spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Going to the run to start this second half. Shakes off the defender. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Barber. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. Some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, 2 former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that, too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Oh, the attempt is no good. Really had a chance to stretch it out there, but I think they'll live with a 20-point lead. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it. There he goes. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on the line, it's really nice to have that.
Gives it on the option. Still on his feet. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone.
He's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He's got great speed. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella.
Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
This defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And they've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground and create these negative plays for this offense that creates a big hole for him.
And he's got it inside the 35. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking for room. It's strong. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and eliminating them.
He's got it out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
2nd and goal coming up. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger! Quick strike through the air for the score. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time, then they back it up here.
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. He'll throw it with the catch. It's Watkins. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks, it's Jones. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the gun. Turning it on. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Rebels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted deep in his own end. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
On the run, it's Strong. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two out to the 26.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get it on.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Out of the backfield, he's open. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
From the gun. Fires into the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse, move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
And down he goes back at the 3.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Now the play fake. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. To the air on 1st down. Got a man. It's strong. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Jukes his way for more. At the 35, he's got room. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under fire. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. LSU will get a 1st down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch.
Touchdown, LSU! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. The Magnolia Bowl goes to LSU as the Tigers.